Hey, Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. It's been a minute. I know. It's been a minute since I've done this. Um, but I have good reason for that, right? And I'm not one to, I use Facebook to put all my personal information out there. I very seldom use like a LinkedIn or YouTube to kind of, let me adjust my camera. Let's see. Um, to put out personal information. I never do that, right? So you don't know what goes on with me personally, but for people that didn't know, may want to know, whatever. The reason I've been kind of kind of keeping a low profile the last couple of weeks and not doing a lot of lives and I still did, I think, last week, whatever. But anyway, I lost my mom. Okay, let's just, put it out there. Excuse me. I lost my mom and I had been, just dealing with those things. And, of course, when you do that, when that happens, I mean, a lot of stuff goes on hold. Okay. So I was doing my best to try to stay up, but at some point you just can't do it. You can't do it as much as you were doing it. So that was the reason for that. So now I'm back. Okay. I'm back. I mean, see, yeah, still dealing with, things and, and emotions and all that stuff. But, I'm in a good place where I can kind of start to move forward, if you will. So anyway, so thank you so much for people that did know, that had reached out to me. I do appreciate that. But like I said, I normally reserve this kind of stuff for a Facebook, because this ain't Facebook. Okay, I'm on live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, but I had to let people know that. So anyway, there you go. So anyway, last week I was in Atlantic City at the Hard Rock Hotel. I was there for IPEC, Independent Planners Educational Conference, which was dope. It was cool, right? So it was good to. Northstar does a great job. If you guys don't, if you guys are meeting planners or even hotel people that look for that go to conferences or educational conferences or the trade shows that we do, and we look for those good one-on-one appointments. Check out Northstar. Why not check it out? IPEC is once a year. It's every January. I think this is my fourth one that I've attended, and each one seems to elevate over the previous one. So this was no exception. So thank you so much, Northstar, for doing a great job and in fact inviting me. So I appreciate that. So no, everything was good. We were at the Hard Rock Hotel in Atlantic City, as you can see. So every time I do a daily check-in or on air with Russell of Hotels, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, because some people are gonna be like, wait a minute, you're doing a daily check-in today? Isn't on air with Russell of Hotels today? No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something real quick in this next little scene as I get to, once I get through the specifics here, and I will definitely explain to you. There's gonna be a one-off this week. Okay, normally I do on air with Russell of Hotels on Tuesday, right? You're absolutely right, but because I'm having a guest, and this guest could not be on Tuesday because he's doing something else, and I'll let you know what that is. I said, you know what? It's my show. I can kind of change it, to another day if I need to, and I think I needed to, and I just change it just for that one day. So that's the one-off, okay? But let me make sure that my comments are open. I did not open my comments. Shame on me. So comments are open. So if you want to make comments, please feel free to make the comments, and I will field them in real time and put them on the screen in real time. Hey, yeah, I got my hoodie on today, right? So some people say, "Oh my God, why is he wearing that? It's not professional." Anyway, well, whatever. I wanted to show off my new hat, right? So, can you see that, the black on black right there, Russell of Hotels? I'm going back to the script, right? So you guys would know that this is the OG hat, okay? This is OG hat, but going into the new year, I think I started actually end of last year. I was getting some stuff together last year, but you can't go into the next year using the same stuff you used before, right? So this was the OG, right, where the logo itself was in the forefront. Well, a lot of people don't know what the logo is. So what I'm gonna do, and I haven't done it with this hat because this is a prototypical hat, right? So, but the script is gonna be the same. So the script is gonna be up in your face now. Russell of Hotels. On the back in smaller, this will be there. This will be there. And on the side will be either the number 14 or Roman numeral 14, which depicts the number of hotels that I worked in. Boom. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be dope. Okay. So yeah, so look for more of this, less of that in the forefront because people need to know. It just go russellofhotels.com. Boom. Russell of Hotels. Boom. There you go. So just make sure you know that, when you're doing things, if it's your company, it's your brand or whatever that you put your brand out, right there in front so people can see you. So there's no mistaking what that is, okay? Although this is dope because a lot of people don't know this, but if you look at this, okay, it's an R and an H, correct? But look at this. This is the headboard, and this is the bed, right? And that's the leg right there. Headboard, leg. This is a bed, right? That's a bed. The H is actually a bed. Did people know that? I don't think people knew that. So check it out. So headboard right there, the bed, and then the leg, right? So RH actually makes it into a bed, a hotel bed. Boom. See, people don't even know that, but that's it. And you'll see more of these as well. That's simple. ROH. Boom. Russell of Hotels. So, it's all about the brand. It's all about getting your brand out there so people can understand it and make it easy for people to get it. Okay. And it's a conversation starter. This, if anything, is a conversation starter. Like, what does ROH stand for? Row? What is row? It's Russell of Hotels. What does that mean? Okay, so now you start a conversation. Boom. I don't know how many times I was in the airport last week. People came to me. They're like looking. They're staring at me. I'm thinking they're staring at me, right? And they're like, oh, that's a good looking dude right there. They said, what does ROH stand for? And I said, oh, Russell of Hotels, that kind of thing. So, excuse me. But these daily check-ins don't have to be that long. I kind of make them long, but there's some stuff I need to get out, right? So there you go. So okay, tomorrow, just real quick, and like I said, every time I do one of these shows, I'm showcasing a hotel that, well, all the hotels that I showcase, I've been to, I've experienced, I've done site tours, or I've stayed at these hotels or whatever. So I was a guest here at the Hard Rock Hotel in Atlantic City. That was just last week. I was actually there maybe a week ago. Today. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, it started on Sunday, ended on Wednesday. Or actually, I flew back on Wednesday, so it ended on last Tuesday. So it's 2,000 guest rooms. I think that's wrong. The 63,000 square feet of meeting space. I think that may be their biggest space. I think they have well over 100,000 square feet of meeting space. Oh, you know what? Let me do some fact finding, and I don't know where I got that number from. I think that's their largest meeting space, but it was built in 1990, renovated 2023. So just going on 2 years of being renovated. Great hotel. If you're into casinos, it's a casino as well. They have bars, restaurants. Of course, they have a Hard Rock cafe there as well if you want to get your eat on. And they do have, for people that want to know what I ate, yeah, they do have a Beyond Meat burger in there as well. So, hey, there you go. That's what I had, okay, when I went there. But everybody did a great job as far as IPEC. They did have some non-meat eats for me as well. So, hey, I can't complain. I can't complain. So my guest for tomorrow is none other than Mr. Amani Roberts, aka Professor. He is a professor at Cal State Fullerton. He teaches, I want to say, something within hospitality, music and hospitality, something like that. I can't remember exactly the name, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. That'll be part of the conversation. But he's going to come on and talk about his newest book called The Quiet Storm. Now, Monty has kind of pivoted from, he's still in hospitality because he's a DJ as well, right? That's part of hospitality. Gets it going, right? But he just got his master's, I think, a couple years ago from Berklee School of Music because he has a passion for music and the business of music, okay? A lot of people don't understand the business of music. Well, that's what he got his master's in. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And I'm going to ask him this question. How does that, because we know that he chose hospitality back in the day, right? Well, how has, what he knows in hospitality, how has that helped evolve him to being a DJ, an author, and then going to the Berklee School of Music and being a professor as well? So we'll ask him all those questions. So if you want to know the answer to those questions, you need to be on tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Okay, normally on air with Russell of Hotels. I know it's normally on Tuesdays, which is today, but because of him, because he used to be a former director of sales and marketing, because he was a former general manager with Marriott, just like I was, because he's an author of 2 books, not just one, 2 books, because he's a professor at Cal State Fullerton, because he lives in Vegas and flies back and forth between Vegas and Los Angeles to teach, and because he's a DJ. That's the reason why I changed for him. Now, if you meet all that criteria, then yeah, I'll change it for you as well. So, but no, I look forward to having Amani on. He hasn't been on in a couple years, so we got a lot to catch up on. And it's all about having a conversation. It's not an interview. He has a job, I got a job. Okay, so it's not about having an interview and all that kind of stuff. It's about 2 people, 2 friends having a conversation about hospitality, about what he's up to, what he's been up to, and of course the book he just wrote that's not even out yet. I don't think they start selling it until February 18th. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So you can get the book before it even, before it goes out, right? Before it's open to the public. So there you go. So make sure you join it tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Mr. Amani Roberts, and I'll mention that again in a minute. So, excuse me, I get choked up when I start doing these things. But this is this is a lobby, the front desk area, check-in area, registration area, if you will, of the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. And I have a blog. So anything that I talk about, I'll put, Amani's information up there as well on the blog as well. But I did put, this is, happy Black History Month. Yeah. Black History Month still goes on, right? So just in case you didn't know. But yeah, I posted today on my blog. I actually posted it yesterday. Just 20 African Americans who have made an impact in the United States, okay, with their inventions, okay? So I'm not going to spoil it. You go to my blog, russellofhotels.com, go to the blog section, hit that blog. It's a drop down, hit it, bing, and it'll pop up. It'll be the first topic. Well, I just posted yesterday, so it's going to be on top, so you'll see it. It says 20 African Americans who made an impact, in the United States, okay? So some of the stuff, I guarantee you, there's a lot of stuff on there, and excuse me for all this clearing my throat. I don't know what's going on, but I was okay until I got on here and started talking. But yeah, you may be surprised some of the stuff that's on there, that who invented this, who invented that. Oh my God, I didn't know that. I still look at it, and this is just 20, okay? There's a lot more, but I only limited to 20 because, they only give us 20, about 20 days to celebrate Black History Month. And did you notice that Black History Month was in the shortest month of the year, okay? But the contributors are huge, okay? There's a lot of information in there, so feel free to go to the blog, which is at russellofhotels.com, and check it out. There you go. I'll leave it at that. So that's what the blog is for. So anything that I talk about on here, anything that I post, information I think is important, that is relevant, I think, I'll make sure I mention it. Okay. So once again, russellofhotels.com. And if you can't remember, just look at the hat, Russell of Hotels, and just add a .com at the end. Boom. Okay. That's it. That's him. And all my information is there. So any information you want to see or find out about me is there. So once again, on air with Russell of Hotels. That special day is tomorrow, right? So it's not today. It will be tomorrow, 1 o'clock PST, live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, and the replay on those same platforms. And the replay will also be on Facebook as well. Hard Rock Cafe and Casino. This is actually my room, right? This is not just, as you can tell, it looks like it's lived in because my bag is there and my laptop is right there. Some people would set it up just like that, but no, this is actually the room that I stayed in. Very nice, very spacious, huge room. So built in, like I said, 90, did I say built in 99? So the rooms are huge, right? Back in the 90s, I guess. But, and it has a great view. I didn't show the view because there was a glare, on the windshield. So if I took a picture with my phone, there was a glare and it wouldn't look right. So I didn't show that, but you could see the Jersey Shore, the boardwalk, all that kind of stuff, right? So it was kind of a dope view, right? And it was cold. Yeah, people want to know, was it cold there? Yeah, it was cold. It's probably, I think at night it was in the 20s, probably, between 27 and 30 degrees. But during the day, I would say it's about between 35 and 40 degrees. So yeah, it was crisp, crisp, which I like. Someone from California, they like a change of weather, change of scenery, and it was definitely cool. So I flew into you fly into Philadelphia for the most part. I think more flights come into Philadelphia. Well, I guess the option would be to fly in. The other option would be to fly into to Newark Airport, which is in New Jersey. But check this out. Newark Airport is about an hour and a half from Atlantic City. Philadelphia Airport is only about an hour. So, of course, we flew into Philadelphia, had a shuttle pick us up and bring us to Atlantic City. So it's a straight shot. There was no weather issues. And we actually drove by the stadium. What is it called? What's the football stadium in Philadelphia? The Eagles were actually playing. We flew in on Sunday, and the game was going on. So I didn't get a chance to watch the game, right? I watched the highlights later, but it was rocking when we were driving by. You can feel it. You can feel it, right? As you're driving by, they played the Commanders. Well, they beat the crap out of the Commanders last week, and hence the Super Bowl this week. Okay, and if you're smart, take, sometimes every now and then I'm a betting kind of dude. So take Philly in the points. Okay, that's my advice. The point spread is a point and a half, 1.5 points. Take the points. Take Philly. Okay, boom, there you go. So once again, this is tomorrow on air with Russell of Hotels will be on tomorrow at 1:00. Okay, I know today's Tuesday. I know I've said that already. Gonna have a special guest, Mr. Amani Roberts. Mr. Amani Roberts, aka the Professor, will be here doing a cameo appearance. And once again, any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, Russell at russellofhotels.com, or go to my website, Russell of Hotels. Just check everything out, see what's going on, and my email's there as well as my phone number. Some people choose to call me, and which is a good thing. They'll call me, text me. Just remember, if you do call me and I don't recognize the number, meaning it's not in my phone, I normally don't answer those calls. Just leave a message, and I definitely will return the call. So that's not a problem. Or you can just reach out to me on any social media platform, slide into my DMs on IG, or however you want to do it. Instant message me on LinkedIn. I get a lot of those as well, asking me questions about this and that. And yeah, some people ask the darndest questions, but I answer them in the darndest way. So there you go. That is it. The daily check-in does not have to be that long. They normally go about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm like at 18 minutes right now, so I'm right on time. So once again, make sure you check out tomorrow. It's a special edition of On Air with Russell of Hotels. My guest will be none other than Professor Amani Roberts, a.k.a. DJ Amro. Okay, he will be on talking about his new book called The Quiet Storm. It's about music, R&B, things like that. So yeah, we'll talk about the book a little bit. We'll talk about, how he got into what made him go get a master's in music. And what is the business of music? What is that anyway? I don't know what that is. So maybe he can explain that. And give me the difference, or is it the same thing? Hospitality and music. How do those intertwine? Especially when you're a DJ. How does that intertwine? We're going to ask all those questions. It's going to be two friends chopping it up. That means having a conversation. Okay. So it's going to be cool. So make sure you guys check that out. And like I said, any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, Russell at russellofhotels.com, or go to my website, russellofhotels.com, and check out everything that I do. And if you have any questions and all that stuff. So that's what I'm here for. That is it. This is the daily check-in. I'm going to do this on IG as well because I gotta get the word out. I purposely, like I said, if you listen to this at the beginning, you know why that I haven't been posting a lot of things or doing daily check-ins. I don't think I did one since like probably Wednesday. I told you why. That's why. So anyway, but now I'm getting back to it. So I have to catch up and do some IG lives and things like that. So if you don't follow me on IG, please make sure you do. Russell is at Russell of Hotels. If you don't follow me on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel, Russell of Hotels. Okay, so make sure you do that as well. If you don't follow me on LinkedIn, which this is live on LinkedIn right now, Russell L. Edmond, Edmond, or Russell of Hotels. I mean, I actually have two LinkedIn pages, as everyone should, right? You should have the business page and the personal page. That's what I do. Boom, there you go. That's a story for another time. Anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. Happy Tuesday. And once again, On Air with Russell of Hotels will be tomorrow and not today. All right. Same time, same platforms, but just a day later. And that's it. So as always, have a great day and peace.